So welcome students. So in this question, you're given that you have a triangle ABC and the internal angle bisector of angle B meets AC at D such that AD is equal to 3 and DC is equal to 8. If that is so, what is the perimeter of this triangle? That's the question. So now, this is an application. This question is based on the angle bisector theorem that you have studied in your 10th class. Angle bisector theorem. So what is angle bisector theorem? When an angle bisector meets the opposite side, it divides the opposite side in the ratio of adjacent sides. So mathematically, for this, angle bisector theorem says that BA, this side, divided by BC, this side, is equal to this length by this length, that is 3 by 8. So this is what angle bisector theorem says. The ratio of adjacent sides should be same as the ratio in which D divides AC. Now according to this, if BA is to BC is equal to 3 is to 8, I can assume BA. So let BA is equal to 3x and BC is equal to 8x. So these should be the relative quantities that AB and BC should take. Now what should be the value of x? X can be anything. If I maintain this ratio, that will be sufficient for me. So but you're asked to find the exact value of perimeter. The exact value of perimeter. So maybe there can be some logic which can make me fix the value of x. So unless I fix the value of x, I cannot get the perimeter. So now how do we do it? So how do we fix x? So can x take any value or should x take some particular values? So what I do is, so let me see what I can do. So this is 3x and this is 8x. So let me say if this length is 3x and if this length is 8x. Now the sum of two sides of a triangle should be always greater than the third side, right? So if these three are sides of a triangle, the sum of two sides should be more than the third side. That is 3x plus 8x has to be greater than 11. That means 11x has to be greater than 11. That means x has to be greater than 1. X cannot be less than 1. And because it's given that, in the question it's given that all the sides are integral values. So all the sides are integers. The lengths of sides are integers. That means x cannot take any fractional value. So, and x has to be greater than 1. That means x cannot be equal to 1. So this is one case, sum of two sides is greater than third side. And the other case is the difference between two sides should be less than the third side. So what is the difference between two sides? So 8x minus 3x, which is 5x, should be less than the third side, that is 11. So x has to be less than 11 by 5. X has to be less than 2.2. So x has to be greater than 1 and x has to be less than 2.2 and x has to be an integer. X has to be an integer. So you can see what is the integer which x has to take. X has to be greater than 1. This is 2 and let this be 2.2. X has to be greater than 1 and less than 2.2. So as you can see, there is only one integer which satisfies both these conditions. That is, x has to be equal to 2. So if x is equal to 2, the length BA will be equal to 6. The length BC will be equal to 16. So the perimeter of this triangle is 11 plus 22. That is 33. 33 will be the answer to this question. Thank you.